It's time for the News 3 High School Sports Report, sponsored by the UPS Store and Sam and Ash Injury Law.
Hey, guys! We're the Valley Vikings cheerleaders. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Kira.
And I'm Aaliyah.
And you're watching the High School Sports Report with Brian.
Let's go, Bob!
That's what I'm talking about. Well done to my fellow Virgo, their captain Lonnie, and the Viking cheerleaders. With that, I say hello and welcome to week number 3 of our High School Sports Report football show. And tonight, for the second straight week, we visit a school that we really hadn't been to in a long time, the Valley Vikings. Yeah, some great hospitality out there at Valley High School. And you know what? They were undefeated coming into this season, or to this game, especially though the band director, Gary Brown, was out there being very nice to us, the Viking band. Viva Las Vegas, that's what I'm talking about. All right, but that was really all the good that came from Valley because they ran into a buzzsaw named the Silverado Skyhawks. First quarter, Dylan Elliott to Dante Jasames. That's a touchdown, 7-0. More Skyhawks, more Elliott. Jackson Seward, nice catch right in front of us. Woo. Got in the end zone. 14-0, Silverado was up and they were doing their thing. Second quarter now, guess who? It's that kid again, Dylan Elliott. Yeah, he's a sharer of the ball. He spreads his love around. Dante Jasames, touchdown, 27-0 in the first half. Third quarter, game out of reach. Valley giving their fans a reason to show all 32. Is it 32 teeth? I think you have in your mind. They showed 34 of them, 35 because they were happy. That's a touchdown. The Vikings get on the board, but it was all for naught. Silverado in this one, they win 44-6. That's their second straight win on second straight night as our game of the week. I don't know, coincidence?
Played real well. We came out and played with some passion. We played hard. The kids executed and had a good week of preparation, and it translated to Friday night. We were excited to come play the Vikings. They were 2-0 and got things moving in the right direction. And it's always fun, when Valley's good, and I think high school football's better. So yeah, good overall win, and proud and happy of the team.
It's just a great game. Our team, they rallied around, played great. Defense played great, only gave up 6 points. I want to give thanks to my line, give me the time I needed to throw the ball. My coaches calling the right plays, my receivers for catching the ball. It was just a great team effort all around. We feel like we're coming for it all, and we feel like we're as good as everybody else. So, we got something to show this year.
All right. Hey, Desert Pines, the Jaguars hosting Mojave, the Rattlers in this one. All right, first quarter, Jerome Secura finding number 1. Okay, nice move. All right, DP getting around the defenders. That's an 18-yard touchdown run, 7-0 the Jaguars. Second quarter, more of the same. Jerome Secura to Mario Velasco. Nice pitch, nice catch. This kid's got some wheels. Doesn't even look like he's trying to run hard. He's flying down the sideline. The Jaguars, 14-point lead. They're pouring it on early in the second quarter. Securia, the quarterback, connects with Portland Yandel. A lot of Jaguars running and a lot of touchdowns being scored. They're up by 20. The Jags don't even stop for the 2-point play, the fake kick. But really, you need the 2 points too? Maurice Busby, nice score. With all that, Mojave, though, they would make a game out of this thing in the second half. The score was actually close. Look at that. 35-29, though. DP, the Jaguars, they get the win. Palo Verde, the Panthers visiting Green Valley, the Gators. Two teams looking for their first wins of the season. All right, the students out there are happy about this. Green Valley with some defense. The big fella, number 77, that's a big jersey. Clayton Floyd, nice catch, soft hands. Maybe that will spark the Gators offense because Alicio Gerardo, nice run. He was running hard. I shouldn't laugh because Gerardo scoring the touchdown. Michael Lewis to number 9, Gerardo. I don't care what you're talking about, Brian. That's a touchdown, baby. Palo Verde, though, they get their offense going. Nice pass play. Stockton Baird to Leo Templeton. Pitch and catch. A few plays later, it is Derek Walker capping off the drive. That is what we call a touchdown, folks. Unfortunately, we didn't get a score for this game. Call in the score. Hey. For our second game of the week, we head to a power here in Nevada. Top 5 power in all of the country. Bishop Gorman taking on a very good squad from Utah, Lone Peak. Hey, if you need to get yourself a payday loan, go to Lone Peak. Hey, the Gales, though, looking good out there on the football field, up 14-0. Micah Eugenio, their quarterback, he's got a nice arm. He plays very well. To Isaiah Nichols, for a 46-yard touchdown pass. Nichols, obviously, he's fast. He plays for Gorman. Nice touchdown. More Gales through the air. This time, Eugenio threading the needle. Look at this pass play. What? To Nichols. To Nichols, it was a dime. To Nichols, it was a dime. Okay, and after Lone Peak scores, Gorman responds just before halftime. An amazing catch, Messiah Mingo. That's pretty. 35-14 at the half. And then here comes the ruckus. It's a Wu-Tang Clan song from the 1990s. That's, no one probably that age is listening to this right now. Kinda Watson gets a pass from Eugenio. All right, Watson doing his thing, scuffling, shaking and baking, makes it to the sideline, gets pushed. Someone gets pushed over there, but somehow the ruckus begins. Some players left the sideline, which resulted in the game being called. You can't do that. Yeah, so in the end, Gorman gets the quote-unquote win, 35-14. A disappointing ending, but hey, a win is a win is a win is a win.
Go through that. I think our officials do a good job of kind of taking that before the season. They do explain it very well and very precise what it is. You cannot have more than 3 players come off your sideline in case of a fight. So once you do that, you automatically forfeit the game. We technically practice that. Sounds crazy. We have practiced that many times. I'm just kind of proud of the guys that when it was happening, we turn around. Coaches are taught to turn around, make sure the kids don't move off the sideline, which they didn't. And then, you know, my job and a couple guys are there to go get our kids off the thing. The other kids know that, you know, you could lose a game too. If you get throwing punches and things like that, you could lose a game. Nobody wants to do that either. So, you know, I think the other coach said it the best. They're teenage kids and emotions run high. You know, it's just super unfortunate because this turned out to be a great game. You know, we were just starting to drive again. You know, they got a heck of an offense. They've been scoring 42 points a game. You know, like, you know, it was going to be, you know, why we picked the game is to get tested, you know, and that's what they did. You know, like, that's a good football team that we were beating.
All right, Bonanza taking on Del Sol. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Bonanza up 7. Daniel Perez handing off to Alex. Big A. 10-yard touchdown run. Extra point is good. Bonanza up 14. A few minutes later, Del Sol's Tutaya Malulu throws a short pass to Arthur Gonzalez. Nice run. Okay, Gonzalez, we see you out there. Taking it to the house. Take it to the house. Trick that. He went 52 yards for the touchdown, 14-7. Just over 4 minutes left. Del Sol's defense, they show up. How about the safety? We're going to fast. Did you see how fast they were moving just now? 14-9 was the score, but Bonanza, they will bounce right back. Daniel Perez to John Willard, 11 yards. That's called a touchdown. Bonanza, they win this thing, 27-15. Desert Oasis visiting Sierra Vista. Hey, Sierra Vista playing some good football so far this season. Caleb Green, yeah, hands this thing off, and you know what? This kid is gone. They tried to catch up with him, but he made it to the end zone before he got caught up. All right, Desert Oasis this time with the ball. Donovan High looking, completing the pass. Fumble! They coughed it up. Was recovered by Sierra Vista. Later in the drive, Sierra Vista with the ball this time, and Caleb Green, a nice little cutback. Get off me. Gets it down inside the 5-yard line, and one more time, touchdown. This kid's, he's a little ball player right here. Ben Tangi-Tao to DeMarcus Robinson, 23-16, Sierra Vista. They would get the win. All right, it's time now for our play of the night. For that, we go back out to Bishop Gorman. Hey, some good happened out there. A lot of good if you're a Bishop Gorman fan. 1, you got the win, but 2, look at this catch. Ooh, those are some sticky fingers. Anyone know Sticky Fingers, the rapper or group? Onyx! A lot of old references here. Messiah Mingo, beautiful catch. Bishop Gorman, nice win. Viewers, thank you for watching. We appreciate you. We will see you all next week for our High School Sports Report football show. Good evening.